Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Libra. So, Libra, I'm doing your reading as usual with my own tarot deck. So, the cards that you see are from this deck. So, Libra, the visions that I'm receiving, the images that I'm receiving here for you are very interesting and almost unbelievably amazing to you and to me as a reader, because I feel like you are arriving, or maybe that's not the right word, but it's like you are opening your eye, singular, not plural, opening your eye and not your eyes, um to the awareness that you are in a very sacred, safe place, the kind of place that feels like a sanctuary that is surrounded by nature, and that same nature is providing the safety, is like this buffer zone. And inside this place, it feels like there is this incredible piece of insight or epiphany that you are going to discover as soon as you open your eye, that you have found a place that feels like heaven on earth. And this is not a place that you have created. I feel like you found this place. And it's not like a random place either. It feels like this place has a steward. This place has somebody that takes care of this place. And I mean in physical manner. It's like they prune the trees, they prune the garden, they take care physically of that sanctuary. They are the stewards for that place. And so I feel it could be seen as like retreat or a community of sorts. Maybe somebody that you know, because the way that I'm seeing them for you, Libra, is like they're not exactly a friend. Maybe if they are, it's like they are a friend of a friend, or like a distant acquaintance that you've heard of, that you've known, but you're not exactly intimate with this person. And so I feel like there is this um it's like you're not quite believing that this one that is taking care of this beautiful, peaceful place is welcoming you there, because they don't feel like they know you or you know them. So it's almost like you are a little bit in disbelief. It's almost like you don't want to open your eyes, your eye, I should say, because it feels maybe too good to be true. So the reason why I'm emphasizing this opening of the eye is because of the Sun card that is opening your reading today, Libra. And the way that it fell on the ground, it because maybe you know this or not. I've mentioned this briefly in some reading, that when I shuffle the cards, I usually shuffle with my eyes closed. And so whenever I feel like the card has, fallen from the deck or jumped out of the deck, or, that's when I open my eyes. So the way that I did so to see the Sun card was literally like one eye and then the next. It was really weird. And so I received this message, open your eye. So it feels more than just, the physical human vision, your human perspective. It feels like this third eye point of view. It's like this is the true opening of your sight, of your vision, that this card is guiding you. And I want to say, perhaps there is somebody physically there, maybe the steward of this sanctuary, that is, it's like they're doing something. It's almost like they are touching your third eye, or they're doing like this, just to open this vision, which feels friendly, although you're not intimate, at least not at this point. I'm not seeing this relationship beyond just this meeting. It's almost like they are welcoming you into their protective land. With the Seven of Swords coming next, I feel like maybe you are the one, Libra, that is still protective, or at least protective from your beliefs. It's like you're trying to hold on to your beliefs, because what you're seeing, what you are witnessing with this opening of your eye is maybe so different from the things that you have believed in until this point, that it's just unbelievable. What you're seeing is unbelievable, right? And it feels like there is this protectiveness on your part, maybe this reluctance to see how beautiful this place is, and how you're being so openly welcome to this place because of the Four of Wands that is coming next. So, okay, so let me show you already the next card, which is the Steward, which is the owner of the land, the one who takes care of this safe place. It's like they have their own. It's hard to explain this with something like with a metaphor of something physical, because I feel like the protection that they have to guard this land, it's not one that is made with fences or gates. I feel like the protection that they hold is one that is much more energetic or spiritual or mental or telepathic, because, and this is what is being challenging for you, I want to say, because maybe this is what you're not believing until you truly open this third eye, that a place can be guarded just through the energetics without any physical, walls or fences or gates. And so, this is what I feel like it's poking at you, to the point that you are in disbelief, at least in the very first moment that you open your eye. And so they are asking you to open your eye, because with the Four of Wands, I feel like for them, this is their foundation, this is their home, this is their place on earth, this is their sanctuary, which they celebrate. The traditional image of, maybe the 1111 that, is associated with the Four of Wands, that talks about a celebration even of maybe a couple's wedding, or, that type of celebration is coming more so in the way that this King of Pentacles takes care of the land, takes care of its home, of the foundation, that it's like their place in the world, that they are inviting you to celebrate with them, to be here with them, to enjoy this beautiful sanctuary. So I feel like with the Emperor coming next, this is the type of guardedness, this is the type of protection that they use to create. It's like creating this circle, it's like this energetic field, perhaps, a spiritual field that is it's in accord with nature. right? You see here it's like it's completing the circle, is creating it's like this complete circuit that it is permeable, because there are no fences, and if there are, boundaries of any sort, they are made of trees, of bushes, of elements, natural elements, organic elements that are permeable. But because this is a place, a land, a safe ground, a safe haven, this is spiritually protected and physically taken care of by the work, by the stewardship of this King of Pentacles. So I feel like you are entering the territory that for you is completely different of anything that you thought was possible, or if you were to think of protection, you would not. It's like it's hard for you to actually pinpoint a place or to find a reference in, here in this physical reality on earth that doesn't use like the traditional gate system or like a fence and wall type of system. And instead it uses this type of spiritual energetic field. So it's hard for you to believe in that. I'm trying to understand your mind, but it's quite hard at the beginning, because I feel like they have been taking care of this land maybe forever. Maybe this is where they grew up, or maybe they have been there a long, long, long time. It's like they have been rebuilding the boundaries of this land, or at least this portion of the land, which to them is their sanctuary, that they allow people in, people like you that are willing to open their eye, to open your eye, Libra. And so this is when it's like they're showing you around. They're showing you the premises. They're, going to every piece of this uncharted territory for you, but for them it's sacred territory. And they're doing so with this uplifting energy of, look what is capable to be done here on earth when you celebrate the land, when you celebrate it's like, where you're standing, I want to say. So in a sense, them showing you around what they have created and welcoming you to their piece of sanctuary, they are proud. It's like they're proud to share with you what they have built, but not in an ego-driven kind of way, which the Emperor could be associated with. But it's much more in a sense of, let's celebrate together all of everything, all of the potential that nature has to offer to us humans. And if we work in sync, if we work together, we don't need this overprotection, which is interesting because the overprotection came up in the Virgo extended. For them it was different because it was all about overprotecting a memory, because they didn't want to lose it. But this protection, I want to say, yes, is coming from your side, Libra, but is also like seeing that there is a new way to protect a piece of land, to protect a certain space, a certain place, a sanctuary, without going to the traditional fence type of barrier, you see? And for you, that is like, it's deconstructing everything that you believed so far. It's truly opening your vision to a new way of taking care of honoring and celebrating land, earth, and creating with a lot of work, but it's like this joined work between nature and mankind. It's like creating heaven on earth, and they are more than welcome to show you around, even though you don't know them or they don't know you, you see? Because they're just celebrating what they have created, and they know that that is supposed to be shared in a sense, because this is what keeps it all together. And I want to say, this is what keeps the land protected, because remember, what is the security system, let's say, of this piece of land, of this sanctuary, is of a spiritual kind, of an energetic kind, that is based on truth, that is in the center of the land. So the Wheel of Fortune coming next, I feel like there is this beautiful imagery here that is being drawn, that is it's like, this is the physical aspect of it. This is the natural elements. This is the place itself. This is what you're seeing, what you are perceiving with your human eyes. So when you get to the core of it, when you get to the center, it's almost like I'm seeing, you know, in the center of this land, like, I mean, physically, geographically, the center spot of this land, of this sanctuary, there is an object, there is a crystal, there is a pond, there is a rock, there is something that serves as the spiritual antenna, which is here in the middle, that is, it's like the source that keeps this entire land protected, you see? It's like there is something that is holding all of this energetic field in place, like protecting the land. It's like I'm seeing something that is, you know, concentrating all of the spiritual energy in the center, like the geographical center of this place. And from there, it irradiates, you know, just as this is exactly like the image of the sun. It expands to to the outer edges, to the extremes, to the fringes, to the boundaries that delineate this territory, the limits of this land, but in a way that is, it's not, you know, there aren't security cameras, or there aren't you know, fences or alarms, or it's all energetic, and it's incredibly effective because it's something that is guarded in the center as a crystal. So this is reminding me now of a Netflix show that is called The Dark Crystal, and I believe the recent one that was made, which is a beautiful show, that it's, you know, with puppets, and it's very, very beautiful. It's actually based on a movie from the 80s with the same name, The Dark Crystal. So it's like there is this crystal that holds all of the energy of the place together and thriving. And in a sense, in the show, the dark crystal is dying because it's been, you know, misused in a sense by the carers, by the stewards. But for here, for your reading, Libra, I feel like it's not, it's actually the opposite. It's like this crystal, this staff, this rock, this object, this antenna, this spiritual connection of this place is actually really, really well taken care of by this steward. And so they show you this as well, because this Wheel of Fortune is talking about how it irradiates from the center of this land to the outer edges, you see? It's like this is the physical expression. This is the 3D manifestation. This is the what you see with your physical human eyes, but the energetic protection is granted, or is felt, I want to say, because of the Wheel of Fortune, because it's all held together by this Ace of Swords in the center of the land. Maybe it's a landmark. Maybe it's a natural landmark, as a pond, as a lake, as a tree, as a crystal, a rock, whatever it is. It feels like a sacred spot that is like the source of maybe the spiritual energy that embraces this entire place. And this one takes care of it. This one is the one that, really tends to the physical, careful touches, to like, as I said, I'm seeing them as more like a gardener. Like they are taking care of, the trimming of the bushes and tending to the garden, and more so in that physical kind of hands-on work. But they are also very, very aware of the energetic work that needs to be tended to. It's like, because that's the reason why they celebrate it. It's like they celebrate the land, because in doing so, they are keeping this alive, keeping the crystal alive. And it's like this is now coming into this more ritualistic kind of energy. It's like, creating a circle around this object, this totem, this antenna, because this is what fortifies the protection. This is what just maintains the energetic field intact based on this. It's like honoring this is incredibly important, is part of their work. And this is what they're showing you. This is what they are explaining to you. And I feel like this is also maybe new to you, at least in a practical sense. Maybe you have hoped that this place existed on Earth. Maybe you have dreamt about it. Maybe you have, wished that a place like this could be built here on Earth, a type of real existing sanctuary, but you never actually been to one. And I feel like this is you actually experiencing that with your eye wide open, with your third eye wide open. And it's mind-blowing, because I don't feel like you ever experience something that this, it's like touching truth, touching pure truth, touching the source of pure spiritual energy, but connected very much to a place that is anchored on earth. It is coming through as like heaven on earth. You have arrived in a sanctuary that is pretty much heaven on earth, with everything that it entails. Everything. The physical and the spiritual. And you're just in awe. You're just, it's like, can you believe this, Libra? Like, this place exists and you are walking on it. You are being toured, the entire site with your sight open, with your vision open, with your eye wide open. So I don't know what else to say. It's just incredible. It's literally unbelievable. So I'm actually curious to see what else happens there. What do you find there? What do they tell you about this place beyond the things that they have shown you, perhaps? So I am going to pull more cards for you, Libra, as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye.